Drones Gamer Talk Podcast.
Boy.
Hello listeners, gamers, geeks, grown-ups, and internet. Welcome back to Console Drones Gamer Talk Podcast, cramming video gaming shenanigans straight into your brain right out of northern Arizona, somewhere-ish in Washington. From the inside of the crazy realm of virtual reality, this is season number 2, episode 104. This is a weekly podcast where we talk about everything and anything, but mainly video games. I'm your host, Chris, and today the full crew is here once again. Let's get to it, shall we?
It's time for What You Drinking and What Have You Been Playing.
All right, let's start off this week with Miguel. What are you drinking and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I'm drinking water, and I've played Overwatch because it's the Halloween event. Yay! And there's some pretty awesome skins. Forza Horizon 4 and Assassin's Creed Odessy, which Prodigy I did get. So once you set up that account, you will have access to as well. And you need to get on Forza because it's on Game Pass and we're all playing it. And me and John have been playing it. And Kendall, well, not Kendall, Mitchell has it. Kendall has Assassin's Creed, and I'm trying to get him to get Game Pass to get Forza.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I do appreciate the account setup. I'll get that all hooked up here soon. So, thanks, man. All right, is that it?
Yeah, sorry, that's it.
All right, cool. Now let's move on down to John. John, what are you drinking, and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
I am drinking Coors. This week, I have played Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Forza Horizon 4, Overwatch with Miguel, and Horizon Zero Dawn.
Nice.
Yay! He's just, it's the Horizon week, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's me, in a nutshell.
Right on. Let's move on down to Joe. Joe, what are you drinking, and what have you been playing this week, buddy?
All right, I'm drinking Newcastle. So, drinking that. And what have I been playing? Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm going to pronounce it correctly. It's called Forza Horizon 4.
Fuck you.
I did finish Spider-Man, so.
Fuck you, Joe. Oh, yeah, I finished that too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's it for me. What about you, Prodigy?
All right, so right now I'm drinking some water, and let's see. I haven't been playing too much on my Xbox One X this week. Actually been playing nothing on that. Played a few Switch games. Let's see, I played some Mario Kart and some other shit, Dead Cells. That's what it was. And then I played Black Desert Online on my PC. Yes, I did. And I've been playing EverQuest 2. And, well, I did it. I purchased PlayStation VR. So,
Ooh.
I am now in the VR world. And I just picked up Firewall 0 Hour, which is one of the, not the first multiplayer VR games, but it is in that genre, and there's very few of those. So this is like one of the first multiplayer first-person shooters, I believe, or the very few that they have. So it's pretty cool. It's like playing Rainbow Six Siege in VR. So that's pretty cool. I haven't played too much of it, only basically because I'm installing and charging controllers and all kinds of shit right now. I'm just kind of getting set up. So,
Question.
What's up?
You have a GTX 1060, right?
1070.
1070? Okay, yeah. I know that is VR compatible. Just wondering, what made you make the decision to go with PSVR over a Oculus or a Vive?
Just because I felt like that deserves more of like a tower setup, and I'm running a gaming laptop, which is a little bit different. So I felt like that it's more of that in nature. I believe it's a 1070 Ti. But yeah, I just went with that. I've already played on Joe's PlayStation VR. It was awesome. I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. And there's a few games that I wanted to play, and looking at comparing the list of games from PC to PlayStation, most of the games that I wanted to play were PlayStation VR games, so I kind of went with that.
Oh, you're gonna miss out on the Star Wars experience. Shoot.
Oh, that's fine. Do you have Oculus or Vive?
Oculus.
Oculus. See, I thought about getting the Go or that new standalone that's coming out as well. Didn't that already release? It was like $400.
I don't know if it's released. It was announced. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's released yet. No, but I thought about that one too, but I'm not sure about that yet. I want to see that later on. So I'm starting with this one, and then I'll upgrade to that later on when I get an actual tower. I think that deserves an actual PC build versus a laptop. So. But yeah, I'm definitely in the VR realm now, so I'm going to be experimenting with a bunch of VR games and shit.
Experimenting. Quote unquote.
Yeah, getting into the VR space. Yeah. You guys are funny. Yeah. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell right now.
Oh, now I'm the only one without VR.
That's okay, John. I don't even play it.
Yeah, it's fun for a couple days.
Oh, okay. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, I'm in like the honeymoon phase, so to speak, and then once I get past that, then I'll be like these guys. Like, yeah, I've got it in my closet.
It's a big hassle to set up.
Exactly.
Actually, with the VR setup that I have, it's a little bit different than what Joe has to do with his PlayStation. Like mine, I've already got it wired to where it's a separate box that's connected to my PlayStation and then into my TV. And then I just plug in the two wires that's connected to my headset, and that's it. And start it up. It's ready to roll. I don't have to do any of the other shit. So it's a little bit easier than what it used to be from the day one shit. So I like it. So I don't know what all the Oculus, the setup, is that. Do you have to calibrate and do all that shit right away, like all the time? And is there
not all the time. If you leave it set up, I mean, it's fine. But I mean, if you take it down, you got to recalibrate everything. The cameras, there's multiple cameras, which is good for a good experience because you get the full 360 VR, so you can actually turn around and stuff. And it's just better motion tracking. But you take it down, you got to reset it all up. Recalibrate, blah, 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 blah. Last I tried it, the Oculus software, which has the games from Oculus, you can still use Steam, but it was super buggy and like never wanted to open stuff, and it was annoying. And
yeah, I think that's what also, like, setting up all those cameras and stuff. I've got a small room, so I had to call Joe and be like, you think my room's even big enough for it to work? And you know, it's pretty close. I mean, it works, but I'm thinking that if I were to go with anything bigger, it probably wouldn't work that well in the space that I have.
For like Oculus, you can set it to where you're like in a tiny bubble or where you can move around as well. So you have options if you're in a small room or a large room.
Gotcha. So you can adjust that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it enticed me too is like being lazy with the setup, and this setup that I have here is not too bad. So, I mean, yeah, I have like the touch controllers and shit, but anyways, that's pretty much me in the VR realm now. It's pretty cool. All right, so you guys ready for some news?
Oh, no. Boy.
No, yeah. Joey, you ready, buddy?
Yeah.
Deuce's Weekly News, keeping us informed and up to date in the gaming industry.
All right, our source this week is VG247, and here we go. It's about fucking time. But the PlayStation Network name changes are coming to the PS4. So the first time is free, and any time after that, you will be charged. So, Plus members can do it for a little bit cheaper than normal players or members. So, look forward to that, and it's sometime in 2019.
What made them change their mind where they're like, oh, we can make money off of this, and people want it?
Right. Yeah.
7 years later.
Mm-hmm. Next up, more Sony shit. PlayStation 5. It's official. Yep. It's working on the next PlayStation, but they're not calling it PlayStation 5. They're going to call it something else. An interview with the Financial Times, Sony CEO Kenichiro Yoshida was asked about the possibility of the next generation of PlayStation, and he says this: at this point, what I can say is it's necessary to have a next generation hardware. Though he did not specifically call the next console PS5, it's likely what the company will end up calling it. I hope they don't call it PS5, because then I'll just call it the piss box. That's my opinion. But anyway, in the same, in the same,
they're gonna call it Sky.
Yeah,
PlayStation Sky.
They're gonna call it.
Everything's gonna be in the cloud.
I'm gonna just call it piss.
PlayStation X.
Right.
PlayStation 1.
X.
1X, yeah.
Yep. Not X1, but 1X. Yeah. So, they also said that Sony is possibly working on a tablet capable of connecting to multiple devices, and it would rely on game streaming, which could be the Sony's answer to Xbox's Project X Cloud. As to the nature of Sony's next console, sources tell the magazine that it would be based on a similar architecture to what PS4 is based on today, which isn't totally surprising considering how comfortable developers are with x86 platforms. So it's a couple years away, so don't get your panties in a ruffle yet, you Sony ponies. Next up, moving on to the other company, Nintendo will release an upgraded Switch next year. It's arrived in 2019 in a bid to continue the sales momentum, and according to suppliers and other people familiar with the matter, Nintendo is mulling a new screen display with an alternative that's brighter, thinner, and lighter than the current screen. The new hardware could arrive as early as the summer of 2019, and as of now, the Switch has sold 20 million units since launch. And that basically blew out Wii U out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 2 coming to PSVR in December. Thought you guys might remember that. You can pre-order it now. And when you do, you will get a PlayStation theme featuring Vault Hunters, Axton, Maya, Salvador, and Zero. So here are the features. You can virtually step into Pandora, step into the boots of the treasure-seeking Vault Hunter armed with 87 bazillion possible guns, on a quest to line your pockets with loot and free Pandora from Handsome Jack's clutches. And what else? Virtually slow time is a new feature for the VR experience. Yeah. So you can use this new slow-mo ability to literally slow the speed of the game temporarily to set up their next attack, or the players can, and they can glide across Pandora as gracefully as Claptrap. So yeah, cool. That'd be pretty neat.
Did they mention multiplayer? Do you know?
Nope.
No.
No.
I'm pretty sure that. I hope they will. I hope they will, because I mean, Borderlands 2's multiplayer was badass. So doing that in VR would be sick. So, cool, man.
Yeah, last articles, Fallout 76, they're going to stress test the game this weekend ahead of closed beta, and those that pre-ordered it will be able to play it. So.
Cool. Unrelated question. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
No, it's unrelated.
It says
Go ahead.
If you pre-ordered the physical version of Fallout 76, you can log into your Bethesda.net account and see if you received a token to redeem on your Xbox. So they'll be handing out codes and passes and stuff this weekend.
Cool. So I may have been checked out whenever we talked about this last week, this week, I don't know. Did we talk about Project xCloud?
I have not heard of it yet.
Okay.
No, we didn't.
I was going to bring that up, and I just wrote that down to bring up in rando topics. So
Okay. I thought that was your last article, right, Joe?
That's it.
Yeah. So, do you have an article on xCloud by chance?
No, I don't.
Okay. We'll talk about it later in rando then.
I'll look it up, and we'll talk about it in random.
I guess we're ready for the dates then. Miguel, you ready, buddy?
No.
No.
Let's do it.
Demonic States, keeping us on track with what video games are coming out soon.
Coming out this week, guys, 10/10 today. We have Deployment on Xbox, Cronus Arc on Xbox. Moving on to tomorrow, the 11th, we have Spencer on Xbox, The Swindle on the Switch, Kursk on Xbox and PlayStation, The Missing JJ Macfield in the Island of Memories on Xbox One, Child of Light on the Switch, and then on the 12th, we have Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2 on Xbox, and drumroll, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 with their zombies and their multiplayer, and for some reason they were all broken out on IGN's site as like all separate games, and their Battle Royale Blackout mode are all coming out this Friday, so I'm excited. I think Mitchell's excited. I don't think any of you care, but it is really good.
Nope.
Just putting that out there.
If it was free, I'd care.
I hate you.
I might play it, Miguel. We'll see. Just not on the PC.
Well, that's where I'm getting
I definitely won't play it on the PC.
Yeah,
It's-
I'm not a...
It's not as bad as the Battlefield 5 beta was, John. I can promise you that.
I didn't play Battlefield 5 on PC. My computer won't handle that type of game, so I have to play it on the Xbox.
Oh, maybe you should just get a new graphics card. Moving on to the 16th. Moving on to the 16th, Lego DC Supervillains on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Starlink, Battle for Atlas, Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Home Sweet Home on PlayStation and Xbox. Heavy Fire, Red Shadow, PlayStation, and Xbox. Warriors Orochi 4 on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. And for you guys that don't like Call of Duty, we have Penguin Wars 2018 on Nintendo, Switch, and PlayStation. You fucks.
Yes. That's exactly what I was going to play. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Bitches.
Fuck you, Miguel.
And that's everything coming out this week. Well, I'll pass it on. Fuck you, Chris.
All right. Well, thank you, buddy. We're going to move on down to the greatest segment of all time. One who has the changing music every week. It is Capn Willy. Willy, you ready, buddy?
I am ready.
Well, Bob, do you hear them banjos?
I sure do, Jim. What time is it?
I think it's time for the greatest segment of all time. And that is The More You Know with Capn Willy.
Capn Willy? Well, I'll be a blue-nosed gopher. This is a great segment. Let's get to it, Willy. It's The More You Know with Capn Willy. Boy, I heard he's got a purty mouth.
So, this week on The More You Know, we're going to play a little Would You Rather. Surprise!
Oh, I remember this game. We've done it before.
Yeah, we've done this.
This is video game themed.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with a couple games like Would You Rather Play This or That, and then we're going to do some scenarios. First, number one, would you rather play Halo or Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. Fuck Halo.
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 Halo. 2, play Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat, hands down.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I would say Mortal Kombat.
I'm going to say Street Fighter.
Well,
Tekken. I choose
well,
Tekken.
it depends on which. Like, if I don't know. Like, if you had to like choose, if you could pick a specific one, then yeah, I would.
You pick any of the Street Fighters versus any of the Mortal Kombats.
Then I would just pick Mortal Kombat. But you know, if it was a specific Street Fighter versus like, I don't know, if it was like Mortal Kombat, what was the really bad one? Not Deception. What was the one before Deception? Four. Versus like Super Street Fighter. Was it Alpha or something like that? Or yeah,
You can't take like the best Street Fighter series and play it against the worst Mortal Kombat.
well, no,
Game.
that's
Come
why
on.
I answered Mortal Kombat, because if it was specifically one Street Fighter versus one specific Mortal Kombat, then maybe. But as a whole, I'd pick Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay, how about this? Would you rather play the most recent Mortal Kombat or the most recent Street Fighter?
Most recent Mortal Kombat, definitely. But that's yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I would say the same.
Number 3.
Wait, John, have you
What?
played the newer Mortal Kombats? I just have to
No.
ask.
No.
Oh,
Oh my god.
oh my
You need to
god!
play those. Just saying.
Oh, play them! I hate you.
See,
Play it
so for
before
me,
they come out with
I
a new one.
never got into Mortal Kombat even as a kid. I mean, I played it, but I didn't really care for it that much. But honestly, the first game I ever remember playing on computer when I was little, before I could read, my dad taught me the keystrokes to get into Street Fighter using MS-DOS.
Fuck
So
yeah, dude. Fuck
that's Street Fighter. It's nostalgia, man. Love it.
I'm not denying it's not nostalgic, but I just have to say you need to play the new Mortal Kombats.
All right. If somebody wants to buy it for me, then I'll play it.
Maybe on your account later.
Until then,
Yeah, but it's probably like only $10 now, isn't it?
I will.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we would start off with Mortal Kombat 9 before we do Mortal Kombat X because
No,
you
just throw them into X.
Just give him
the best.
give him X.
But 9 was so good too. Okay. Well,
Anyway, moving on. Fortnite or PUBG?
Blackout.
PUBG.
Blackout.
No, that wasn't an option. That game's
PUBG.
not out yet.
Well, how can you have an option between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter when you haven't played Mortal Kombat?
Played it when I was a kid. I have never played PUBG, so I'm gonna go with neither because
You
both
told
of
me
those
I
games are
can't.
stupid.
You told me I can't choose Blackout because it's not out. You cannot choose neither.
Well, now
You
you're
have-
fucking
you
up the
have-
game. Now it's like make
have
any
to
rule
say-
you want.
You
All right,
have to
I'm gonna say PUBG because I have played Fortnite and I hate it, so I'm gonna say PUBG.
Well, then, if you like PUBG, you're gonna love Blackout.
I'm gonna say Batman.
I'll go with
Since
Minecraft.
we're making up our rules.
I'll go with Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Survival game.
I'm still sticking with Blackout since we're doing some BS rules.
No, if I had to honestly choose between
Fortnite or PUBG?
if I had to choose between Fortnite and PUBG, I'd pick PUBG.
Is it really that hard, Joe?
It actually is.
It is because Fortnite was fun. The few times that I played with everybody, it
Minus
was
the building, right?
minus the building. If they could get rid of all the building shit and the infinite, resources that you carry with you, and the fact that you go and build a wall and it stops bullets even though it's not even completely finished yet. If they would, but that's not the type of game that it is.
Then it'd be a cartoony PUBG.
Right. That's what everybody's trying to do, is trying to do their own little thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all fucking Hunger Games. That's all it is. It's just fucking Hunger
Yeah.
Games. But,
So Joe chooses Hunger Games.
yeah. But, no, if I had to choose, I like PUBG. PUBG was a little bit... I liked it because it was the realism on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I liked.
Chris?
PUBG, man, all the way.
All right, moving on. Number 4, Gears of War or God of War?
Oh, I hate you.
Ooh.
Oh, that
Oh,
really
I
jacked
hate you.
that jacked Miguel up. We've done that one, by the way. I've
Dude,
done this.
He just blue screened right now.
I did. Blue screen of death. My computer's not working. Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulty. We lost Miguel.
You just rose his blood pressure up a little bit. That's for sure.
Currently,
Just had a
today,
stroke.
Today, at this moment,
I would have to say, because of the recent success and the amazingness of God of War, that I would have to choose God of War.
I was totally expecting you to say because of the amazing success of God of War, I have to choose Gears of War.
No. No.
Because that would not make any sense.
He should have done that. That'd have been amazing.
Well, because of how amazing this newest God of War is.
Yeah.
Not saying that Gears of War 4 was not incredible too. I just got to stick with God of War. I'm a big fan of Greek mythology. And is this what I said last time, guys? I said God of War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, God of War.
No, actually,
Definitely.
if I remember correctly, I think at that time when we had asked, God of War wasn't even, they were talking about it, but it wasn't out yet. So I think you had said Gears, but your answer would probably change based off the new one. If I remember correctly. John, you were the one that listened to the most recent one, but yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I listened to a lot.
A lot. But I'm going to go with GOW.
Really? Really?
No,
Safe choice. I like it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with God of War as well.
Chris?
Well, since I don't beat games, I'm doing GOW. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I really do like Gears of War slightly better than God of War. Now, don't get me wrong.
That's because you've only played like 5 minutes of the new God of War.
He hasn't even played Gears of War 4, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't played Gears of War 4. I played 1 through 3. But I think what I really liked about Gears of War was just going back and hanging out with my friends and playing the co-op missions to that game was really fun, even though I fucking hated the krill and all that shit. It was a lot of fun doing, putting the spotlight on your friend and whatnot and getting them through the course and kind of having that camaraderie and beating the bosses together and shit. So I enjoyed Gears of War a lot. And then, God of War is it's a piece of art, and I can't wait to go back and find some time to play the rest of that game. And I loved the other one. So, I mean, it's kind of fucked up that you gave us this question, and we've done this before. So now I'm going to stick with Gears of War. I'm going to stick with Gears of War.
But that's a genuinely good question because they're both great games. But
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so my answer, I'm glad I'm really far away so you can't throw tomatoes at me. I never really liked Gears of War. So I'm going with God of War.
Okay.
We'll just keep it with Dead
Fuck
Silence.
you, John.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, too, it took me a while to get into Gears, but it was what drove me away from it was the cover system. But
I
on
was
the
just thinking that.
On the flip side of that, it was one of a kind. Where
Yes.
But that doesn't make it good.
Well, but you have to look at how innovative it was, and it forced people to do something different than what they were used to, and people either grasped it and liked it or didn't and just didn't play it. But then again, you go and look at The Division, and The Division has a cover system, and it's a great game. So I don't think if Gears had that cover system, we'd be griping about The Division's cover system because it wasn't introduced to us.
Yeah, and I mean, the cover system in Gears is so much more fluid now.
Yeah.
So,
but I get your gripe, John. I get it.
Yeah. So I love God of War. I think that game's awesome. Gears of War was fun, but it wasn't amazing to me. So God of War.
well, John, since you're on my shit list right now, give me your email address.
Not gonna.
Oh,
No.
damn it.
Fuck
Fine.
you, Miguel at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Well, it was going to be a gift of Mortal Kombat XL.
Oh,
Well, I'll send it to you in a text message and I'll announce it over.
Oh,
the
you don't want all the
podcast.
listeners to have it?
No, I
Damn.
don't.
Okay.
It's not like they don't email us. Why would they email you?
You just never know. You don't like Mortal Kombat. You don't
oh
like.
my god.
Why are you on the show?
Oh,
Oh,
just
what did you guys put in my drink today? Jesus Christ.
stop while we're ahead.
All right. Number 5. Resident Evil or Silent Hill?
That's easy.
Silent Hill.
Never played Silent Hill. Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
I've only played a couple of Resident Evils on top of that, so, I mean, that's...
Come on, Bazooka, Miguel. RPG,
well,
bro.
that's like the only Resident Evil I've played was your bullshit fucking RPG.
Yeah.
Love it.
Fuck your RPG. Alright, Chris, here's our strategy. We gotta do this and this and this. Shoot one fucking rocket and the guy dies.
It was the last boss, too. It was the ending of the game, wasn't it?
It's close.
Or like, yeah, it's one of those bosses. Yeah.
Alright, guys, John's email is...
Hey, fuck you. I didn't know. I forgot. Do you need my Microsoft one?
No, well, it says it'll email you a code, so... which
okay.
one is it the first one or the second?
Yeah, the first one's the one I use normally, but the other one's my Microsoft one.
Okay. Yeah, it says it will send a digital code that your recipient can redeem.
Oh, thank you, Miguel.
Yeah, it's because you don't know what you're missing.
You see that?
Yeah,
Just giving games away over here.
Yeah, definitely don't have the kids around when you're playing it either.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, question 5, Resident Evil or Silent Hill? For me, I'm going to say Silent Hill because that game scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, like Resident Evil, like it was scary, jump scares and shit, but
Yeah.
as far
Silent
as
Hill
like
was
truly
creepy.
scaring me, like I literally could not play the game with the lights out.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Silent
Yep.
Hill. Yep.
So that's why I say Silent Hill, because to me it was a better game just based on how scary it was. And I didn't ever actually play it. I got freaked the fuck out just by watching my brother and friend play it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Something about the static on the walkie-talkie that
Yeah.
freaked me the fuck out. Yeah.
Yeah. Or the freaking
Demon
monster
babies.
legs for heads.
Oh yeah.
Those. Anyway, moving on. I like that game, but I'd still pick it over Resident Evil. All right, Battlefield or Battlefront?
It's the same game. You can't do that.
know. So you have Star Wars or World War?
It's the same. They're Battlefield 4.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I was gonna pick Battlefield just for Battlefield 4.
Okay.
That would make me pick Battlefield over Battlefront. Battlefront's great and all because it's Star Wars, but the original Battlefront was a lot better. The new one's good because it has all of the characters in it, but as far as like actual gameplay, Battlefield 4 was it for me.
Good. Chris.
I'm going to have to say Battlefront 2, back in the day on the consoles, I had a lot of fun LAN parties with that fucking game. So, I mean,
I was gonna
that
say
game,
back in the day, that was like last year. Never mind.
Battlefront 2, like
The good one.
the good one. Yes,
agreed.
the one that everybody loved. Anyways, I had a lot of fun LAN parties with that, hooking up the Xboxes and hanging out with friends and stuff. But then I had a lot of fun on Battlefield Vietnam back in the day on the PC. I don't know if you guys have experienced that game back in the day, but I had a lot of fun playing LAN parties with that one too. And then, of course, Battlefield 4 is when we're all hanging out. So, I mean, that shit was fun. So, it's really hard for me to pull out exactly the same fucking dice. I don't know. Let's see. I'm just going to be different. I'm going to Battlefront. I
So
love Star Wars.
for me, I've played about a half an hour of each, and I can't even tell you which ones they are. So I'm going to go with Battlefield because I just downloaded Battlefield 4. So, and I haven't touched it yet.
Ooh,
Let me know
nice.
if there's any servers still open there I'd love to go back.
There are, dude. I've been on it before. They're still going.
every once in a while I log in too. Hey, John, you've got mail.
All right, I'll check it. All
I
right.
want to do the You've Got Mail.
All right, question number 7. So this is where we start scenarios.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to inhale anybody and take their abilities knowledge like Kirby, or capture other people to use at your discretion like a Pokemon trainer?
Other people?
Yeah.
I'll take Pokeballs and throw them at people. I'd be happy just throwing shit at people. So I'd rather throw shit at people than suck people. So
You heard it here first, folks.
Very valid point. I was actually thinking that as I read it. Would you rather be able to inhale anybody? Wait a minute.
Is it inhale?
It says inhale.
you have to suck to inhale. Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I should go last so I don't influence people's decisions.
I was thinking the Pokemon trainer.
I was gonna go.
Fuck it, I don't care. I like Kirby.
I was thinking more
abilities.
along the lines like Cell in Dragon Ball, how his tail kind of just absorbed people. But before that, yeah, I'm gonna do
Before Miguel ruined it.
Before Miguel ruined it, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Pokeball thing. Yeah,
Yeah, just
Absorb,
throw
suck,
shit.
same thing, you know?
no Pokeball.
Yeah. All right. Number 8. Would you rather be in your favorite game but have to kill your favorite character, or be your least favorite character in your favorite game?
Holy shit.
I want to be a great character in a shitty game. Is that like for eternity?
Sure. We'll just go with yes.
Fuck. Then
You can't change characters while you're in the game.
I'll do that. I'll do the first one.
You be in your favorite game, but you have to kill your favorite character.
Yep.
Just
It's kind of
Master Chief,
hard.
huh?
Well, no, but it's kind of hard because like the game I was thinking of was Fallout. So, but you create your own character. So, would you just kill yourself?
Kill yourself.
Kill yourself, Joe. Just kill yourself.
Yeah, I'd log into the game. Cool. Now I got to kill myself. How would that work?
How would that be your favorite game then?
Well, I don't know. I like Fallout. I mean, any of the Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I don't mind killing any of the Assassins.
Yeah, but then you can't actually play the game though because you're always killing yourself.
If I chose Fallout.
Well,
Right.
At some
are you
point-
saying that if you're in Assassin's Creed, that the character you're playing isn't your favorite character?
Not all the time, because honestly, like playing Odyssey, I don't like Alexios.
Okay.
So I wouldn't mind
Oh,
putting a spear through him.
There you go.
I could probably make Mass Effect better. Some people say I kind of look like Shepard, but on Andromeda, I don't mind killing the main character in Andromeda.
I'm just trying to think of my least favorite character in a game.
Oh, boy.
I wouldn't call him, well, at points, definitely. He's a little shithead.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right, Joe. I would. That you just.
So
blew my
in
mind
God
with
of
that
War, you either have to kill Kratos or be
Loki.
Loki.
Or Atreus.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The main enemy, the speedster guy. I can't remember his name. He is pretty not that great either. I don't know. I'd be Atreus, I guess.
Okay. Chris?
I think I'd kill my favorite character to be in my favorite game.
Which is?
Kingdom
Barbie
Hearts.
Dreamhouse, duh.
Yeah.
Leisure
Barbie
Suit-
Dreamhouse.
Leisure Suit Larry, duh.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be killing bitches. Yeah, like Mario. Something with Mario in it was cool. And I just kill Mario.
Hashtag Mario murderer.
And I'd say fuck. That is hard. I didn't even think about this. I'd kill the main character to be in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. Or even I'd kill Master Chief just to fucking yield the sword and shit like that. Like, yeah,
Get a
thanks,
chance to
bitch.
Your tongue.
Get a chance to sleep with
kill
Cortana.
Master
You know?
Chief.
Yeah, come here, Cortana. Come here, bitch.
You know what?
Like
Kill Master
Fembot,
Chief.
yeah.
You know what? I would kill Genji to be in Overwatch.
Yeah, see?
I would
You already
not
do
kill
that.
Junkrat to be in Overwatch. I would end up being Symmetra.
Or May.
Or May. Yeah.
Okay, next.
All right. Question number 9. Would you rather have to shout Shuriken like Ryu every time you get up, or have to shout get over here like Scorpion every time you needed to ask something?
Get over here! I need to ask you something.
Get over here. That's so awesome.
I love Gilly.
I just get over here. I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah.
I can see us when we're old, really old, like senior citizens. I'm going to use that. I'm going to remember that. And when I get really old and my back is really bad and I can't, it takes forever to get up, I'm like, sure, you can.
And then when you want someone to come closer, you're like, get over here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
All right. Question number 10. Be a sidekick to the least liked hero in a video game, or the henchman of the most hated villain?
Henchman of the most hated villain being the Joker.
No, in a video game.
Well, Arkham games.
Say that one again.
Would you rather be a sidekick to the least liked hero, or the henchman of the most hated villain?
I'm going to go with henchman.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would probably be working for Voss in Far Cry.
Well, you'd probably get murdered by Voss.
Well,
right?
yeah, probably, but I'd still think that would probably be a better. Maybe I could sleep with his sister, and his sister would kill him.
Well, that kind of depends on who you define as most hated, because he was not the only villain, and I loved him as a villain.
Right.
The other villain I hated, so, and I think you feel the same way. So,
Megan Pin or whatever his name is.
Pagan Min. No,
Pagan Min. Oh,
no. Even in Far Cry 3, Voss wasn't the villain. He was like,
yeah,
this is the white guy.
All right.
It's always a white guy behind it.
I don't know. I just think a henchman would be cooler than being a sidekick to some lame ass.
You just stand there and turn a wrench. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd actually be a sidekick and be Kato for the Green Hornet, because he's
But was that a video game?
fucking badass.
No, you have to. It's the least
has to be
liked
in-
hero.
In a video
Or
game?
The
In a
least
video game,
liked hero.
Or in a video game, or just
So,
period?
It says in a video game.
Oh, in a video
Oh.
game. Okay.
Damn it. Okay, that ruins it then. Then a henchman then.
Yeah.
Okay, move on then.
Then that's it for The More You Know with Capn Willy.
Did you answer that last one or the second to last one, John?
No, I didn't. I didn't answer.
Cool. How nice of you to con us into something you're not going to do. What a jerk.
Oh, no, I played Would You Rather and you didn't play with
I
us. You
would
just
do
bounced.
Shuriken and Henchman. Happy now? Shit,
Yes.
fuck.
Hey, you watch your mouth. I can take that gift back. Not really, but I can say I can.
There's no refund.
I mean, fuck you, Miguel. Thank you. Is that better?
Thank you, Chris.
Perfect. All
I feel
right,
like
so
Joe's left out of this.
is he?
He's gotten a couple of fuck you, Chris, or fuck you, Joes. in the past.
Yeah,
Not
Joe
from you
and Mel
guys,
has
but
already
from other
taken-
people.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, other people take care of that. That's easy.
There's also been a few fuck you, Chris, fuck you, John. Hey, what's up, Joes?
That's true. That was you.
Yeah. Joe's got plenty of hate mail, so
Yeah, I have legitimate hate mail. I don't have.
yeah, he's good. He got a fucking attachment. You all know who that is. So, I mean, he's going levels beyond just us saying "fuck you." I mean, he's getting some good shit. So, all right, so let's move on down to our what the fucks for the week before we start talking about main topic shit. Do you guys have any what the fucks for this week?
I got a couple, yeah.
And now it's time for our What the Fucks for the week.
Captain?
So this is going to be NFL related. Seahawks versus Rams. Seahawks called a timeout with 1:30 to go, which gave the Rams time to reconsider punting it. They ended up going for it on 4th and 1, and we didn't have any more timeouts. I was pissed. What the fuck? If he'd have just let the clock run out, the Rams would have punted because they were already on the field to punt. We would have got the ball back with a minute left, and Russell Wilson is magic, and we would have had a chance. But he called a timeout, and Jared Goff went to the sideline and convinced his coach to let him go for it. They did a QB sneak, and they got a first down. And again,
Russell Wilson might be magic until he's on the 1 yard line and he has to throw.
shut up.
That wasn't his call.
Yeah.
But he
Marshawn
threw
with
it.
like one of the best running backs in the league at that time.
But it came out of his hand.
Yeah.
Saying,
So that's
True.
my.
We could have just
that's-
ignored it and handed it off to Marshawn. I mean, that was simple.
He could have audibled. That's true.
Simple ring.
My other what the fuck is the McGregor Khabib fight. Did you guys see that?
I didn't see the
Shit.
fight. I
I didn't get a chance to see all the
See the
aftermath
post
stuff
fight.
either. I heard about everything. I didn't get to see any of it though.
So Khabib won. He choked out McGregor, and then after the match, he spit on McGregor. He threw his mouthpiece at McGregor's coach. Then he jumped over the fence and did a flying kick at McGregor's coach and tried to fight him. Security got in the way and they broke that up. While that was happening, one of Khabib's teammates was trying to climb over the fence to go over to McGregor's corner. McGregor climbed up on the fence, punched Khabib's teammate. Then two more of Khabib's teammates jumped the fence and started punching McGregor.
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
how you lose your job in the UFC, and that's how you get arrested and fined. And I'm pretty sure, that's legal.
Yeah. So nobody's pressing charges right now. But both fighters, both Khabib and McGregor, are facing suspension because of the actions after the fact. What I want to know is, what I saw today was that this is all instigated because of McGregor's trash talking before the fight. Apparently, he attacked Khabib's religion. He attacked his father, and I feel like it's showmanship, and he's trying to sell seats, trying to get people into the fight. But I feel like he may have crossed the line and got too personal with somebody he doesn't know well enough to be like, hey, it was a joke. I'm just trying to sell seats. This guy took it seriously, and it escalated to something I've never seen happen before. So, yeah, what the fuck? I mean, the fight was kind of boring. I loved watching Khabib dominate him as a wrestler, just impose his will on the ground. But there wasn't a lot of action. But after the fight, it was like, oh my gosh, how is this even happening right now? Yeah, so that's my other what the fuck.
Right. I also heard some people say like this could have been like a whole act to get like another fight down the road, but it actually appears to be something worse than that, and it's not an act. So It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy shit.
McGregor got sucker punched. Like one of Khabib's teammates jumped over the fence and punched him from behind.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, and you can see McGregor's coach, like the whole side of his face is red, like he got punched.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just sitting on the side. Yeah, so there's talk. Dana White said that they might take the belt away from Khabib, but right now he has it. So we'll see what happens. It's crazy.
That is crazy. Any other what the fucks?
That's it.
Okay, Miguel.
So my Xbox One X has been acting weird lately. Like trying to go to the home screen and I get a black screen reset.
Scorpio.
Yeah, my Scorpio edition, and just it's not functioning properly. So the other day I had an update. Okay, cool. I'm gonna update. The update kept freezing. Like it would download the update and then it was verifying update, stuck at 30%. Okay, restart it. Download, verify, stuck at 30%. So I had to go and download basically the entire update off my computer and go USB update my Xbox because it would not update. And that was after I did a factory reset and everything. It was just, I don't know, my Xbox has been fucked up lately.
Weird.
And then on another note, Assassin's Creed, they went into such detail in the game as to put visible veins on people's bodies, and I think they overdid it because you have like, I'm playing as Cassandra and she has like man arms because she has these veins running up and down her arms, and it's like if I needed to inject her with heroin, I could find her vein easily.
You could find it from a mile away.
Seriously. So it's a nice touch that they did to make it a little more realistic, but what the fuck, it was a little too much when it's on everybody, and you could just, I mean, they're pretty tan, right? But you can see their veins clearly right there, and you can just heroin injection, there you go. Those are my what the fucks.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So now it's in your head, and when you guys play it next, you will probably notice it, and you're welcome.
All right, cool. Thanks. Joey, got any what the fucks, buddy?
Yes, I do. So this has to do with movies. We saw Venom. Miguel, myself, and my wife, we went and saw Venom. And my what the fuck was why... I don't understand why the critics were bashing so poorly on the movie. Clearly broke box office records for the month of October. So I guess the numbers don't lie. The movie is not bad. I mean, it's definitely better than any DC movie that has been out in the last 20 years. I'm just going to say that. You know... well, let me rephrase that. Probably not better than any of the Batman movies. Other than Batman, it's better than any of the other ones, even Superman movies. Even better than Wonder Woman, I thought. It's just a good movie, and it's what you expect from a Venom movie. Tom Hardy did very well in it. He played the character well. There's a lot of
scream.
Yeah, there's a lot of humor in it, dark humor, but it's well done, and that's why what the fuck is why critics have to bash on this movie when that's the type of character that Venom is, and I think they did well.
Yeah, and I know one of the things that the critics were bashing on was it was so slow to start, but Venom deserves a setup of who he is. Not a lot of people know who he is. Mm-hmm. Unlike Spider-Man, who had like 3 origin movies, people deserve to know Venom and hear the backstory of this character rather than just jumping straight in like people I fear have become too accustomed to with so many superhero movies that is just like, oh, here's a character, you automatically are supposed to know who they are. Venom deserves that origin and story setup.
Yeah, that was my what the fuck. What about you, Prodigy? You have any?
Trying to think what the fuck happened this week. If there was anything what the fuck worthy. No, man. No, I think it's been good for me. I mean, I guess what the fuck we won. Naturally, I mean, it's the 49ers if we're talking football. So, but yeah, no, I'm good.
I have a, this might be more rando, but before I forget it, it kind of falls under what the fuck. So, with Jay Ajayi tearing his ACL, the Eagles fan pages are like, oh, it's time to get Le'Veon Bell. I don't think motherfuckers understand. This would be the same scenario as when we got DeMarco Murray from the Cowboys. He had this amazing line. He was this elite running back, and we get him, and he comes to our not-so-great line, which can't even protect Carson Wentz, and he does terrible. So why the fuck would we pay all this money for Le'Veon Bell, hypothetically, for him to be mediocre because we can't even block for him? So let me just throw that out there.
Well, you just need a healthy O-line and a healthy team. That's it.
So, no, don't want Le'Veon Bell because I foresee it just being another DeMarco Murray situation.
Mm-hmm. Good call.
So I saw something the other day that said Le'Veon Bell was going to retire and start a rap career, but I just Googled it, and it does not appear that is true.
Yeah, doesn't sound true at all.
Yeah.
I would have heard a mixtape by now. It would have been somewhere.
One of those black and yellow. All right. So let's move on down to our main topics. So we wanted to talk about more Forza. Is that what we're doing here?
It's Forza.
No, it's Forza.
There's no
Forza.
T there.
There is no T.
No, there is no T, but there's a Forza. You have to. There's no T in it.
Forza.
Yeah.
In English, it reads as Forza.
Yeah, but the correct, how to say it correctly, pronunciation is Forza. It's Italian.
Oh,
But I'm not Italian, and I'm not in Italy.
John, I just Googled it, and the way to pronounce it actually is "fuck you, Joe."
So
Anyway.
more Forza, right? Yes.
It's a Forza.
Yes.
So I've
Okay.
experiences.
John, yeah. What's your Forza experiences, buddy? What's going on over there?
I really like Forza, Horizon 4.
Forza 4.
Forza, it's fun. I like it. The thing that got me excited the most, I hadn't really played any of the other Forza Horizons.
There you go.
The fourth one. Fuck you, Chris.
Who's catching on?
I hadn't really played any of the other ones, but I really like the off-road racing, the cross-country racing, where you can, like, the first car I picked, the Volkswagen Baja Bug, and the thing is awesome. It was beating sandrail looking rigs, so it was cool. I personally, I have an '86 Toyota 4Runner that I've taken down to the sand dunes in Oregon, and I love it. It's a blast going off-road in the sand and just hammer down, going as fast as you can. It's a blast. So it was fun doing that in the video game too. So that's really what I was excited about and what I've been enjoying on Forza.
Fuck yeah, man. Nice. Right on.
And fuck trying to do a manual with a clutch, Miguel.
Oh, you tried it?
Thank you.
No, I'm not even gonna try it.
Thank
you got to try it.
No.
No, I don't. No, I don't. That is so dumb. I'm sticking with automatic because I'm playing casual.
Right.
I don't care.
Little casual bitch. I'm just kidding.
You're welcome.
Try it. It's it's an added challenge to the game.
Don't
You're gonna
have
find
any
If you want to add a
controller.
challenge, just turn it up. Turn the difficulty up. That's it.
whatever.
I will say Miguel and I raced, and he's several levels ahead of me. And he had a better car, but I still won because I didn't have to shift.
That's fine. One day, when I play this game enough and I'm familiar with the shifting again, it's on.
All right. I still won't care. Good job, Miguel. You won. Here's a gold star.
Silver Star. I'll take
Someone
Silver
else
Stars.
is earning gold stars now? That's awesome.
Well, you haven't yet.
No, I don't earn them.
Shit
I don't,
game, you'll get a gold star.
no, I'm just the host of this show. Let's move on.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking with you.
Translation was "fuck you, John."
I heard that. I got it. Hey, remember when the Seahawks beat the Cardinals? Yeah, fuck
Yeah, I remember that. Fuck you, John.
You remember when the Seahawks didn't run it on the 1 yard line?
Shut up.
Oh, man. We could do this all day.
You know the Raiders did that like last week too, and Marshawn wasn't happy.
We're playing the Raiders in London
Cheerio.
on Sunday.
So, any more Forza talk before we move on to Rando like we spiraled into just now?
The seasons are awesome.
Yeah.
Not necessarily playing in them, but just the fact that they're there, they impact the game. It makes much more variability in your gameplay, so you're not just playing the same races over and over. You're playing the same races, but there's definitely different conditions. So I think that's really cool. Cars, I know Joe's happy. His R32's back.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's fun, even though I have clutch and manual transmission. I enjoy it. I like that added in depth because I don't play regular Forza Motorsport because I don't like to race on the racetrack and all that bullshit. I'd rather do street racing and all this. That's why I play Horizon. And it just adds that extra depth for me and just that extra challenge. So that's just how I like to play Forza.
And you get a steering wheel and pedals and stuff. If you're going to do that.
I mean, if you want to gift that to me, like I gifted Mortal Kombat to John, that'd be great.
Yeah, just keep checking your email. You'll get it.
Yeah, it might not be today. It might not be any time in the next 50 years, but you might get it.
I'll send you a code when they turn those into digital, and you get a code, and then you plug it in, and here comes the steering wheel and pedals. So you'll get it.
All right. Well, so when Ready Player One comes true, I'm expecting a car in the virtual world.
Okay, you got it, man. No problem.
What kind of car?
Not a shitty one.
It's going to be a Renault Encore, 1987.
Yep, I'll get you a car, but I'll make sure it's out of gas, so you still have to use the default one.
So that's fucked up.
Yeah, it'll be all right though. I got you a car. So
it's not going to have a motor in this virtual reality, but it's a car.
It's a car. Any Odyssey talk? Any
Joe,
on Odyssey?
did you have anything else for Forza?
No.
No.
Forza.
No, because it's Forza.
For Forza,
Yeah.
did you have anything else for Forza?
No, I didn't.
No. Forza.
I like Assassin's Creed. I like the boats, so I'm not very far into it. I've just gotten off of Cavalonia.
Yep.
Catalonia.
I got my own ship, so I like the ship. It reminds me a lot of Black Flag. Like the mechanics and everything feel like they're the same.
Yep.
So that was fun. Fuck the sharks.
Yep.
Really like. I don't recall this being in any other Assassin's Creed, and I did play Origins. I do like the added abilities where you hit the left bumper and you do your Spartan kick, or you get your poison weapons, or whatever. I think that's really awesome addition to the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spartan kicks are just fun in general.
Yep.
Yes. I like that you can. You're during the Athenian Spartan War. You're playing both sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of fun. It's like, hey, these Athenians, go kill some Athenians. But while you're over there, they're like, oh, these Spartans are spying on us. Go kill some Spartans. So you're killing both sides.
That's neat.
Yeah. I liked it.
I do have one question for Joe. So, since they have Alexios and Cassandra, I know Willie and I are both playing as Cassandra and you're playing as Alexios. I'm just curious how this impacts the story. So, what me and John are seeing are flashbacks to when Cassandra was a kid and Alexios is a little baby. Is it reversed? Is Alexios older and you're okay? Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. It's reversed.
Yeah. My other friend Joe. Joe knows who I'm talking about. He has this game, and go Patriots.
Shut
Tom
up.
Brady's the best forever. He was playing as Alexios as well, and he told me that, yes, that's true.
Okay.
It was a reversed.
And there's an actual
What's that?
article out right now. I think IGN posted it, and they were talking about how Cassandra is the better person to play in this game because it seems like her animations are done better. She's better to look at, and
Of course.
her sense of humor is a little bit different than Alexios. So his humor is he's just kind of like me Spartan, me big dumb Spartan, you know. And that's basically his role throughout. I mean, so far as what I've played. If I hadn't chose different dialogue options for him, that's basically what his character is. So,
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that there was a way that the baby had survived, and maybe there still is. It doesn't seem that way though, with the fact that if you pick the sister. If you play as Cassandra, the boy is the baby, and if you play as Alexios, the girl is the baby. So,
spoiler alert.
Slightly, yeah. I didn't even think of that. 'Cause
Sorry, the baby does survive, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
what?
Yeah.
I
It gets
know.
more interesting the more you play it. It gets really interesting. They open up more things. I'm just gonna say it reminds me of Ghost Recon Wildlands with the.
Didn't you hate that game?
Well, not really. I mean, I went through
Flippy
it.
floppy.
I'm not flippy floppy. I didn't hate it. I hated the online part, but I didn't hate the actual game.
He hated it.
The ending of the game.
I did hate the ending of the game, though. I did, but I just loved killing all the Bolivians. Anyway, that's not racist, right?
No, no.
It definitely wasn't the first 30 times that we used that term.
Yeah, I think we're safe so far.
Yeah, so far. No, I mean, it's just I don't know. It reminded me. There's little snippets. Like I said last podcast, I said there's a little snippet of Shadow of War as far as like the mercenaries coming after you and having bounties, and then there's a part, John, as you go in it a little bit further, there's a kind of like a tree of people you have to kill, and it reminds me of Ghost Recon Wildlands. So
Okay.
as far as like getting to the Sicarios or whomever, you have to start from the bottom and work your way up. So yeah, just keep playing. It's awesome.
Okay.
There was something else I was gonna say. I can't recall at the moment.
Oh, was it fuck you, Chris?
No, it actually wasn't. It was actually something. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint.
Ah, darn it. Well, Joe, thanks for just giving us the tip of the iceberg.
Hey, Chris.
There's more.
Yeah, I don't
to
want to
that.
spoil it for anybody.
Yeah, don't
Chris-
spoil it all.
Chris, do you have any input on this game?
No, since my hard it's not installed yet, and to take care of that shit. You'll hear back from me in about 2 weeks when my internet decides to install this game, because that's how long it'll take. No, it won't take me that long, but I'll be able to. Next episode, I'll be able to talk about it. So
I do have a question for Miguel. This is not on topic with. Are we into Randoshit yet, or are we still on?
Sure.
let's go.
I remember. I remember that thing about Assassin's Creed.
What?
Okay.
It has romance options, and I know Joe's a big fan of this. And as Cassandra, you can romance other women, and it's great.
You get to sleep with the old lady?
It wasn't an old lady, but
Oh no.
I didn't sleep with anyone yet. But yeah,
No, there's a side mission as Alexios. There's this old woman that wants you to go basically get this aphrodisiac, so you have to cut off bear's balls, and you have to cut a tongue off of a deer, and it makes like this super sex serum. And her husband, who's her soulmate, he's like so old he can't do anything. So you have the choice to sleep with her, and you do, and it's like they have the animation of like the time going by, the sun setting and coming up, and the old man's out front like sweeping or playing the guitar, but it's for like 2 whole days, and then Alexios walks us out, and then he's like, "Well, was that good enough?" And Alexios says, "Well, that should keep her, or that should satisfy her for at least a few weeks." So,
wow,
Lord,
wow. And where was this mission?
It's in, I think.
I think we know what Miguel's doing after the podcast.
Yeah, he's preparing.
It's
I just gotta see.
Lotion.
I think it's in Megadis or yeah.
Those are happy tissues.
Right.
I just gotta see if. Well, I'm sure it's in there actually.
They don't show anything.
Well,
but I wonder if
yeah.
Cassandra will sleep with her or not.
Maybe she goes with the husband.
Who knows? Maybe it's the old husband that's saying, "Oh, I need something to get me going," you know.
Probably not though, because if she can romance other women, then yeah, I don't imagine she'd do that. But I'll let you know whenever I discover that.
Nice.
Watch, John will discover it before me, and then he'll let us know.
Nah, probably not. I gotta play Mortal Kombat now.
Yeah.
And Battlefield 4.
Sweet. We'll move on down to Randoshit now, because I mean this main topic was just a follow up from last week's main topic, and see where everyone's at on those 2 awesome games. So we'll move on down to Randoshit and take it away, guys. Whatever you have.
John.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
How are you enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn? I would like to hear your input on this game.
It's fun. It reminds me a little bit of Assassin's Creed, but just kind of in the woods with robot animals.
Right.
So to me, it feels a little. It feels a little bit like a mix of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
One more time, Joe.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
Assassin's Creed and Far Cry. It's a fun game. I just finished doing the proving. I'm about to head out of the tribal area to go to bigger cities.
What cities?
Yeah.
All right. Well, according to the game, this place I'm going makes everywhere else look like a bunch of rocks.
Okay. Have fun running into the T-Rex that's right in front of you.
The town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at on Horizon Zero Dawn.
Cool.
All right, mine, Miguel. What did you think of the ending of Spider-Man?
Wait, I gotta think. The final scene, or
Well, it is a Marvel game, so they did throw in a post-credit scene.
you mean the roof scene?
Yeah,
The ceiling scene?
the ceiling scene, yeah.
So I'm not too familiar with the comics, and from as far as I understand, those two do not live in the same universe, right?
Right.
But I think it's going to be cool having that option in future games.
Yep. But what about the main ending? Were you satisfied at the end of it?
So it was some really good boss fights, and it was enjoyable. I did finally feel satisfied with the bosses and all that, even though they were all at the end, and it was like fighting 2 at once.
Yeah.
And it's like, here's a boss, and here's a boss, and Merry Christmas, there's your fucking bosses.
The end.
The end. I thought it was good. There was just that ending, just leaving it open to continue right where it left off, and then also that other end scene in Osborn's house.
Yes.
And yeah, they definitely left it set up for the sequels, and I look forward to seeing Green Goblin, whoever that may be.
Yeah, but the way the end scene made it seem, I don't mean to spoil it for anybody, but
fucking spoil it already. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's killing me.
well, Tom, my son, he sat there and he watched me and he saw that scene with Osborn and he was like, "But wouldn't that mean it's Venom?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so, because at the end that stuff attaches to the glass, and you're like, wait a minute, what is this?" So I don't know where they're going to go with that storyline or how they're going to do that story.
Yeah, the internet definitely leans towards there's a symbiote that's going to be taking over that character, and it's Uncharted territory, but I also read that a lot of what was in the game was Uncharted, so it's its own entity.
Yeah, well, here's to new stories.
Does a baby survive in that one too?
Next up, Spider-Man.
No.
No,
Cool.
baby Spider-Man dies.
Well, I know there's,
Oh,
but there's
fuck.
two. There's 3 DLC coming. November, December, and January, I believe, is what they're saying. And
I thought that end scene was very humorous. Go ahead, Joe. Finish, and then we can talk.
no, yeah,
about
yeah, no. I'm just saying they're leaving it open because I think the next 3 DLCs will kind of add new stories to that.
Because they've talked about how Marvel is now open to making more games unspecific to Spider-Man, so we can expect other Marvel heroes. But that whole conversation between Peter and his roommate was hilarious.
Yep. Okay, that's all I got, I think, for Rando. Yep. Well, one last thing. I don't know if you guys heard, James Gunn is going to be the director for Suicide Squad 2, and Dave Bautista is already asking if he can work in Suicide Squad 2, and I'm thinking people are already speculating that he could possibly be Bane in the movie, but we'll see.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sweet.
So, look it up.
Cool.
He's also going to be Marcus Phoenix.
Maybe.
If they fund it, I think they will.
They need to make God of War with Jason Momoa.
They need
What?
to make a fucking Master Chief Halo
What the
movie.
fuck for?
What do you mean, what the fuck? for?
Jason Momoa ain't going to shave his head.
Aquaman. No, they're going to CG it out. They're going to CG his
Anyway.
hair out. Anyway, yeah.
He would look awesome as Kratos.
Yeah.
Oh, they in trouble.
Ooh, I heard that. Let's go.
Let's
Yeah,
go
I
with
don't know what's
authority.
going on out there.
You better just stay in here. This is great for the podcast. Everybody,
inside
John
and
is
hide.
laying low right now during family times,
No.
and
It's only a matter of time before that door blows open and my wife says she needs help.
yeah, that's true. The door's gonna get kicked down. Just kind of move out of the way. Don't let it knock you out. We're gonna end this thing before you get killed.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a rando.
Okay.
We talked a lot about virtual reality because you got the PlayStation VR. Has anything ever happened with augmented reality as far as video gaming goes?
Not
Not
as
that
of
we
yet.
know of yet. Yeah.
I know
Well, there's
Microsoft.
Minecraft.
Microsoft was working on the HoloLens. As far as augmented reality, the only thing you have right now is Pokemon
Go.
or the Jurassic Park game. But other than that, nothing. I know Microsoft is working on the HoloLens, and they're trying to refine it to where it's not as expensive. Right now, I think that the developer edition is, I think, anywhere from $800 to $1,000 just for the visor. But I think they're continuously working on it to make it smaller and more consumer friendly.
Okay. And if anybody else doesn't have any rando shit, I got an xCloud article up. If anybody wants me to read it.
Yeah, ready when you are, man.
All right. So this is from TheVerge.com. It was published 2 days ago, October 8th. Microsoft is unveiling its game streaming service for the first time today, dubbed Project X Cloud. It's designed to work across consoles, PCs, and even mobile devices. Scaling and building out Project X Cloud is a multi-year journey for us, explains Microsoft Cloud Gaming Chief Kareem Chowdhury. We'll begin public trials in 2019 so we can learn and scale with different volumes and locations. Microsoft has custom-built hardware for its data centers so that existing and future Xbox games will be compatible with the services. Games will be streamed to devices, and Microsoft has been testing the xCloud service with Xbox wireless controllers connected to consoles, mobile devices, and PCs. Microsoft says its research teams are creating ways to combat latency via advanced network techniques combined with video encoding and decoding that should make game streaming viable on 4G networks too. Public trials of the service will begin next year, and Microsoft's Xbox game streaming service will face competition from a variety of existing services. And that's it.
So basically, you will be able to Xbox on your phone.
Yes. It also shows like the picture. Well, it's a video. I didn't watch the video, but it shows an Xbox controller with a little holder for a cell phone. So you can basically play it right there.
Yeah, it connects to via Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I also saw a video where they had like a tablet of some sort.
Yep. Suck it, Sony. Oh, sorry.
This is kind of like where everything is going, though. Everything is going to streaming. And, you know, I think in 5 years it's going to get crazier. And we're going to have all kinds of streaming services, and we may not even worry about hardware anymore.
Yeah, you'll just have to worry about your shitty internet connection.
Exactly.
You just have to in the middle of nowhere, Williams.
Well, that might even change too. You might not even have to worry about internet. They might have something figured out. We don't know what kind of magic they have.
Yeah.
Honestly, think about the technology that they're doing right now. There's got to be a game plan with that internet if they're doing this streaming shit. There's got to be something more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're going to get rid of the hardware and shit like that, and then you're going straight into streaming, that's exactly what we're all thinking about is, oh my God, what's going to happen to the internet then? Do you know what I mean? Because it's not going to be able to play this shit for circumstances like me. I'm out of the gaming game then, you know what I mean? I'm out the game, so to speak.
It's natural selection, Chris. Bye.
Yeah, fuck you.
Survival of the quickest?
Yeah, I mean that's not going to sell good, is what I'm saying. They're going to lose money, so they've got to have a game plan for that, and I know they do. There's something out there that we don't know about yet that's going to happen. Is what I'm kind of trying to say.
Well, it's going to be that you can still buy games, kind of like, hey, you can still go to the store and buy a disc, or you can download the game. It's going to be the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Your internet sucks? Well, you got to go buy the game.
But now they're going to add the option to where, hey, you're bored at work, pull out your cell phone, take your controller with you, and you can play at work.
Don't you have that now?
Yeah, it's called a Nintendo Switch.
Good games,
okay.
If I want to play Assassin's Creed
Nintendo
at work,
doesn't have good games. Okay.
No, they don't. That's
not like Assassin's Creed and Forza. And
they're
stuff like
the king of the indies. It's an indie machine. Is really what it is. So
what are you talking about? They have so many freaking games that are not indie games.
Nintendo?
You mean first party? There's a big difference between indie and first party.
There's a bunch of.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying, there's a bunch of mini games which are indie games. They're independent games that are specifically made for Nintendo and other consoles, but they're indie games. Yeah,
but they have so many third-party games now that it's not even that. The Swindle, I don't think that might be an indie game. Lego DC Supervillains, that's a third-party game. That's not an indie game. Starlink Battle for Atlas, it's a third-party game. So that's all I'm trying to say.
I'm put saying Assassin's Creed on the Switch, and then I'll get one.
They're not definitely. They're not aiming for that market.
Why
should?
They should.
I'd play Assassin's Creed on the go all day long, man.
Hell yeah, I'd take the Switch to work if they put Assassin's Creed on the Switch. Hell yeah.
I don't think that it can handle that type of a game, to be honest.
Why would
I don't know. Do you think they could port that to the Switch?
They put Skyrim on the Switch.
That's true. They ported that.
They put Skyrim on fucking everything,
well,
Joe.
Breath of the Wild, that's a huge fucking game. They could put Assassin's Creed on the Switch. Definitely. Maybe they should do like a Switch version of Assassin's Creed, like a multiplayer, and bring back kind of like what Unity was.
I could see them making a Switch version, which means it wouldn't be the actual Assassin's Creed, because they can't make it look as good as those, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That porting that might be tough.
Yeah, but they're getting ready to come out with another Switch, a newer version. Might have a better, faster,
We'll have to see when they release the specs. They just said it was thinner right now, right?
That's all they're saying right now.
Yeah.
But I honestly, like, the more and more I look at the Switch, it's, when I first saw it, when I first got it, it was like a Nintendo with a bunch of cell phone games on it. Or it was like, what was that website that they used to have a long time ago, and you could play a bunch of mini games on it? I think it was like minigames.com or something. To me, that's what the Switch has turned into.
Like those web browser games and shit?
Yeah, like the Flash games. That's kind of what it's turned into. They don't advertise it as that, but me owning a Switch and looking at the store, if it's not for Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, all of the Mario games, and then obviously Skyrim, those big titles, that's all it is. Other than those big titles, that's all it is. It's just a bunch of little mini pickup games. It's just something. It's a pick me up and play. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's successful, and I'm not docking it, or I'm not knocking it for that. Sorry, it's just that's what it's turned into, is just this indie machine.
Yeah,
exactly.
And that's why I don't have one, because none of those games, none of those little mini games or whatever they are, none of them are interesting to me.
They don't appeal to you.
I can download that crap on my phone.
Exactly. Yeah.
And with the new, Nintendo Online service, the retro games, that's a plus for me, because I can just pick it up and play a retro NES title and not have to worry about blowing in the cartridge or, worrying about cords or anything like that.
We don't have to worry about Nintendo Switch, though. In 5 years from now, there's going to be streaming services like Microsoft's, what they're trying to do. Chrome is doing that too, right? Google is getting into the game.
Google's trying to create their own console.
Amazon's definitely going to play a part in it. Yeah. So think about it. In 5 years from now, we're going to be able to choose from our favorite services and be able to play wherever the fuck we're at, as long as we have a platform that is able to use a browser. You know what I mean? It's going to be fucking cool, but then it might be shitty if they don't figure out the whole internet situation, or how the fuck are we going to play those games with that type of quality. You know what I mean?
Well, the rest of the world, the rest of the world will enjoy it, because the rest of the world has better internet than the United States.
Right. Japan is going to be fine, and most of the parts of Europe, the United States is going to be hurting, but obviously, these American companies that are part of, like Microsoft in America, they need to have a game plan. Google in America need to have a game plan for the internet issues that we have here. And I know
not
that
their problem, though.
Yeah, but they're obviously thinking about that, Miguel, as a company, is what I'm saying. They're thinking about it as a whole, if they're going to go into the streaming stuff. Do you think that hardware is going to be dead in 5 years?
No.
Or do you think there's going to be a PlayStation 7 still, and there's going to be an Xbox One Z?
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is, we're still going to be getting that type of shit still in 5 years?
They've already said there's at least one more console generation before consoles are obsolete. So
or when they're either obsoleted or they're matching the power of PCs.
Right, but
And
they've also...
at that point, then they will stop selling consoles and it'll just be a PC.
I don't know, five years in the past, let's go back that way, and they said, oh, we're going to be giving you hard copies of games and stuff, but we're going to still be doing that stuff. And look at where we're at now. 5 years now, we don't even give a fuck about hard copy. We don't even want that shit. We want it digital. We want hard drive space. That's what we want. And now we're going into the fucking cloud. So are you kidding me? You're telling me that we're gonna have hardware that we're
for
gonna
people that have shitty internet.
Yes, you are going to have hardware. As long as there's something to sell, they're going to sell it. They're not going to make something that there's no longer a need to sell anymore other than just games. They're going to still continue to make hardware. Because that's where they're making the most money, is in the hardware. They're not making a ton of money in video game sales. They're making the most money in selling their own hardware.
Because look at it this way, Chris. So you don't have a DVD player anymore, right? You have a Roku or a Chromecast. You're still buying hardware. You're still going to have to buy some kind of hardware to stream your game.
Well, I get that. I get they're going to make hardware to stream things, but I'm talking like, are they going to keep throwing in these graphic cards and this latest shit and this newest shit, and you're going to be able to access this shit pretty much anywhere. So they got to figure out there's got to be something. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. We're evolving so fucking fast. It's going to be wild.
My thought is it's just,
I don't know.
It's not their problem. They're not going to throw money at the the greedy internet companies saying, hey, fix your internet. There's nothing they can do. They're not going to just give their money to the internet company to make things, quote unquote, better. So
what if they have something other than the internet company? What if they're not dealing with the internet anymore? That's what I'm saying. I don't
else
know
is there going to... Okay.
It's something that we cannot compute. That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know. They might have something out there that... we might have something different. I don't know how.
More waves through your body.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. It's going to be interesting.
Then you're still paying for it, so it's basically internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yes. So, I mean, not to get that deep into the wormhole like I just did, but I mean, we're evolving pretty damn fast, and we're not going to have the shit that we have now.
The one thing that I can think of, I don't want to keep going on this, but the one thing I can only think of that they could do besides internet is to create their own cellular service, and now the consoles are running off of cellular service and not a landline or anything like that.
Yeah, but that's 5G. Even worse because the towers are so far apart. Chris still wouldn't have service, so...
But no, I'm just saying that's what I had thought that the Nintendo Switch, what Nintendo was going to do was put a cellular chip into the Switch, and when they were ready, they could turn it on and then charge you for the cellular service, but you would be able to play it anywhere, just like a cell phone. You can go with a cell phone, you can go pretty much anywhere and play.
Okay. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay, wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up, guys. We've gone far enough in this wormhole.
Oh, yes.
John didn't even get to talk. So.
John, yes, we are done. So.
Yeah, that was my wife. My kids are making a lot of noise out there.
Oh, yeah. Go. We're going to wrap it up. You go take care of your things. This is Chris. I'm going to conclude this episode. This is episode 104?
Question mark?
Question mark? 4? Yeah. And this is Chris, a.k.a. Prodigy. I'm going to go play some video games. I am out. Peace.
It's Capn Willy. I'm going to go try not to get my butt kicked by my wife. I'm out. Peace.
This is Miguel. I'm going to go either Halloween event or Assassin's Creed or race some cars with my manual and my clutch or go get food. So I'm out.
Yeah, this is Joe, a.k.a. Deuce. Brady, hashtag not my goat. Breeze is. Anyway, I'm going to go play Assassin's Creed. Game on, guys.
Game on.
Game on.
Gamer Talk Podcast, Season fucking 2.
She's getting more exponentially. check, shake the head. Double check, double check.